Hey guys, it's me. So, I did a poll on my Instagram stories back in December, and you guys all voted for the Vintage Series Black Panther. You all wanted me to review that first. So, I will later. But now, I want to show you guys some of the customs that I've been working on for quite a while. So, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first custom I wanted to show you guys was not really a custom, it's just more of like a repaint of the hands. This Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse, the Target exclusive. All I did was draw on the web lines on the hands. As you can see, I did that on the whipping hand and the wall crawling hand. They're actually right here. I also did that to the fists, as you can see. And I drew it on with this pen that I got, Micron. Yeah, you can see it. So, yeah, I just drew it on. I said let it sit for like an hour to dry, and then I Mod Podged it, and now it's not rubbing off. Oh, there, it's not rubbing off. So, yeah, Miles Morales. Okay, next one is one of my most recent customs that I've finished. This has been 3 years in the making. Yeah, I've been working on this custom for 3 years. It is Miguel OHara, SpiderMan. Hold on, let me readjust. There we are. So as I was saying, Miguel OHara, Spider-Man 2099. This figure uses the Scuba Spider-Man from Spider-Man Classics. All I did was sand down the back fins because he had fins on the back. I sculpted the head, like I smoothed it out as much as I could because there was web patterns all over it and an eye pattern, so I smoothed that out. You can still see it, actually. If you could still see where the eyes were. And I sanded down the spider logo on the front, but not on the back. I wanted to keep that logo. I painted it all black, and then I dry brushed metallic blue, or specifically Artist's Loft metallic blue. So I dry brushed that all over him, and then I used a Craftsman marker pen for the red, and it works wondrous. And see, look, I did it on the knee joints without sanding it, and there's no paint chip whatsoever. So that's cool. And I wanted the knees to be red, so to give him sort of knee pad look. So yeah, and I painted with the marker pen. I did that with the logo, the side, the little fins on the forearms, the knees, and on the mask. So, yeah, this is my custom Spider-Man 2099. Now, this one took me a while to perfect, but I'm happy with it, and I'm ready to show you guys how it looks. My custom Green Goblin. I posted this on my Instagram. Well, actually, all of these I posted on Instagram. So, yeah, right there. My custom Green Goblin. The base figure for this is a King Cobra from the Avengers Infinity War Thanos Build-A-Figure wave. And the head comes from a spare Black Ant figure that I got. If you're wondering why I have a spare Black Ant figure, that question will be answered in a bit after we're done with this. So I painted black all where the King Cobra logo was on the chest, and I painted it purple, metallic purple, all of it. Except for like the boot area, I wanted it to be like purple bleeding into black. You know, the looks cooler. I painted the hands a bit purple. I sculpted... Yeah, I'm starting to sculpt now, guys. I sculpted the head. This was a black ant head, like I said. I sanded it down, and I smoothed out the mouth, because he had an open mouth. Exposed mouth. And I painted it all black. I added ears to it. As you can see, I sculpted the ears on the sides, and I had to drill a hole in the back of his head and super glue a toothpick in place, and then I sculpted this little part around it so it looks more like the Green Goblin, and it kind of reminds me of Spider-Man 2002, the Green Goblin helmet from that movie, or Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, I look like a damn fool talking about that one on my channel a couple months back. So yeah, and if you're wondering about a glider, I had this glider, the Spectacular Spider-Man. I sold the figure, weirdly enough, and I kept the glider. And I also drilled holes at the bottom of his feet here. He had holes, but I drilled them in the middle of his feet. So that way he can just peg right in. It's not an easy process. There we go. So yeah, so he can just ride around in this glider. But I am working on a more traditional Green Goblin looking glider right now. So this will be done later. And I am going to give him his own video as well as the next custom we're going to look at. So yeah, I just have to sculpt on this cardboard, super glue it right there, and then, you know, I'll finish it up. So yeah, this is my custom Green Goblin. Alright, so the next custom we are looking at... Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to show you guys this. I took a Robert Downey Jr. head from another Iron Man figure. I know the eyebrows could use some work. Yeah. But I made an interchangeable Norman Osborn head. And he does kind of look like Norman Osborn from the PS4 games. Just a little bit, but he looks more like Robert Downey Jr., to be honest. So, yeah, I forgot to show you guys this. I made a Norman Osborn head for my custom Green Goblin. So, now we're looking at this next custom. Next custom we are looking at is one that I'm kind of proud of. And I just did it on the spot. And then I planned it out thoroughly and I perfected it. And now I'm ready to show it on YouTube. So, it is my custom Spider-Man. The base for this figure is a black ant that I had a spare black ant, so I used it to make this custom figure. And I'm not going to get into too much detail about this figure because I want to dedicate a whole video to him. So, yeah, alright. Nah, but I will talk about some of the details, like the spider logo, for example. Originally, it was going around the shoulder, but I painted that red, and I just made it some like smaller contained spider logo. And here's the front, and here's the back logo. This logo is inspired by the back logo in the first Spider-Man movie from 2002. This logo was inspired by the PS4 game. And because of the PS4 game, I did opt to go for a big logo instead of a smaller one. I tried a smaller one, wasn't feeling it, so I decided to do a big one. And he does have blue fingers, kind of reminds me of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man, as well as the silver on the feet. I thought that was a nice touch. So, and the eyes, they kind of look like the eyes from John Romita Sr.'s artwork. Yeah, John Romita Sr.'s artwork from Spider-Man, from his run. And I did add a little black piece on the bicep. You know, to sort of... You know, it seems like Tobey Tom Holland's Spider-Man, his Stark suit. So that's why I added that. So yeah, this is my custom Spider-Man. I will, like I said before, I will dedicate an entire video to him, talking about how I made him, the choices that were made, and I did look at 5 different Spider-Men in video games and movies to create this figure, so stay tuned for that. And let's get into the next custom.